Hi, welcome to Rock of Ages Whole Health Living. Today we're going to meet with Emily and Bonnie, and we're going to talk with Bonnie about her story, what is keeping her independent, and through whole health living with the Samsung Galaxy 8 watch, and also her Galaxy phone, her Samsung phone. So we're going to meet Bonnie. Bonnie is a fiercely independent woman who is living her life on her own terms. She's involved in her community, in her church. She enjoys travel, and she has her health routines to help her stay autonomous and independent. This isn't about a watch. This podcast is about alignment. It's alignment with values and personal goals. And Bonnie isn't using the technology to extend her life in a clinical sense, but she is using the technology to support her life, the life that she already values. So welcome Emily, welcome Bonnie.
Thanks for having us.
Appreciate it. Thank you. It's my pleasure. So welcome back to Rock of Ages Whole Health Living. Yeah, in this podcast, we explore what it means to live fully and to age boldly and to stay connected to what matters most. So I'm going to ask Bonnie, I just want to start with you and say hello. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm 81 years old, and I do love getting out. I don't like staying home. I like to go, either travel or, like said before, with the community, with church. So I just enjoy living.
Yeah. This isn't our first time meeting. I've known you for quite a few years now, and I don't know if I've ever told you this, but you're my inspiration when I think about how I want to live my life and how my future is I hope it to look. I really think about you, and I always think about you as the lady who zip lines.
Yes. It's funny because when I talk to people and tell people about our adventures together and how I take her zip lining and hatchet throwing and all that fun stuff, I have so many people tell me, I want to be your grandma when I grow up.
So I have a little bit of an odd question, but it's a whole health question, and we start a lot of conversations with this. What do you want your health for? What do you want to stay healthy so you're able to continue to enjoy?
Well, so I can continue going to New Hampshire every year, so I can continue doing the things I do from day to day, even gardening, whatever it is. Everybody wants to live as long as they can. At least I hope they do.
Yes, I think too, when I hear you say that, it's about having your health span be as long as your lifespan. We can have long lives, but if our health span is not as long as our lifespan, it's not as enriching and enjoyable. So I think that when you do things to keep yourself healthy and active, you want that health span to continue. Tell me about your how you first came across the Samsung Galaxy Watch 8.
Well, my son had noticed that they were giving away a free one if you had a Samsung phone. So we went together, and of course I got it because they've been trying to get me a lifeline and all that kind of stuff, and I just won't have it. I'm not 81 years old. I'm still like 50 or 60. So, but we did get it, and it's comfortable knowing that it's there if I should happen to fall. I mean, every once in a while you can trip or whatever, so who knows, you might need help. But that's basically the reason I got it. And then when I learned all the features that you can track, whether it's biking, whether it's walking, everything you have on the Samsung phone is on this watch. Everything is on that watch. So it's not only for tracking, it's for talking to people and keeping in contact. And I think that's so important, to keep in contact with other people, whether it be texting or talking on the phone. But I think that's part of life. If you don't talk with other people, you're just going to wither away.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. This technology is helping you on a few different levels.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel more confident going about your day-to-day activities, knowing that you have the fall detection?
I've gotten to the point where I'm so used to it I don't even
Mm-hmm.
think about it anymore. I mean, it's there. I know it's there, but
Uh-huh.
I try not to let anything enter my mind that's negative,
Mm-hmm.
because the key to quality of life is a positive outlook.
I couldn't agree with you more. I couldn't agree with you more. So, how do you use the watch to support your physical health? I know you talked a little bit about tracking your steps.
Tell you the truth, you really have me on that. For my physical health, like I said, I can get texts on it, so
Mm-hmm.
it keeps my mind alert. That's
Yeah,
one of the basic things, is to
definitely.
keep your mind alert. And you have anything to add?
Well, I think Bonnie is really good about tracking her steps and making sure she has numbers to watch for to make sure that she's being active. How many steps did you tell me you try to hit in a day?
I try to hit at least 5,000, but a lot of days I go 6, 7,000 or more, depending on where I am or what I'm doing. But that
That's really good.
5,000 is, in fact, when we get off this, I'm going down on the treadmill because I want to get my 5,000 steps in for the day. You feel better. It makes you feel
You
better.
feel
It gives
better.
you more. It
Yeah.
gives you more energy. So
So,
I can track
so
it
I,
2 ways. Go ahead.
yes, so your watch is helping you stay connected with your family, with your community, and it's also helping you track your steps so that you make sure that you keep physically healthy.
I do love that I have it. I look for it. If I forget to put it on, it's like, oh my gosh, I forgot my watch. But not that I'm nervous that anything's going to happen, but I just, because I never leave my phone anywhere but in my back pocket. So I have both of them. I have
That
two ways of, and my children can track me also.
Tell me a little bit more about that.
Well, there's an app that's called Life,
Life 360.
Life 360, and
Uh-huh.
you put on whoever you want, your children or whoever wants to track you. There are days my daughter will call me up. Where in the heck are you now? She couldn't figure out, but she's looking at the map. You know, so she said, "I know you're not home, and if I forget to bring it with me, then
Uh-huh.
it's like they're calling. Do you hear from mommy today?"
Yeah.
But yeah, it does track where you go and how far you are from the house. So if I get lost, they can always tell me how to get home.
Bonnie, tell me, was it hard to get used to? Was it hard to figure out how to use it?
Not really. I mean, you have to have somebody show you, what to do. And there are still some things I'm not 100% sure of. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even with my cell phone, it's like, hey, Em, I can't do this. And then Emily
Yeah.
will come and show me how to do it, or my son will set things up. But yeah,
But what's
You're
nice
not
that I
alone
found
in
is
that.
that, yeah, what's nice is that Mimi has always had the willingness to want to learn these things. There's so many older people that
Mm-hmm.
are hesitant to want to try the technology, and the longer you hold off, the harder it is to learn. Because obviously, this is not technology you grew up with. But because as this stuff came out, I mean, you've had a cell phone for how long now?
I couldn't tell you how long. I started out with a flip phone.
Exactly. So you
Mm-hmm.
kind of,
Mm-hmm.
if you grow with the technology as you age, as opposed to just telling yourself that you're too old for it, it really helps you be like cognizant of how to use the technology and how to use it to your advantage as you age. So I think that's really worked in her favor because she's confident. She doesn't think of herself as an old woman because she's not. She's 50 in her
Yeah.
head. So it
Yeah.
helps to have that mindset instead of limiting yourself as you age.
One thing I did find out about technology, and this is for anybody, older or younger. When I first wanted to get a computer, someone in my church says, he does that. He said, just come over, he said, and I'll show you a little bit about it. And the first thing he did is he said, type something. So I typed something
Uh,
right away. He goes, you're going to have no problem. You're not afraid of the computer. And I think
yeah.
that's the problem with a lot of people. They have that fear. I can't do it. I'll do it wrong. I might crash it. Hey, you learn.
Yeah, yeah. I think that fear is a real thing, but you've never gotten yourself into a jam with technology that you couldn't get out of, have you?
Not completely, but I've gotten myself, with things that's like, I don't understand this. I gotta call Em, or I have to see my son, and they'll just tell me right away, and I do whatever they tell me to do. I'm not
Yeah.
afraid of
Yeah.
it as long as I can do it.
So
Yeah.
let me ask you, the people that you're around, your peers, are they all as advanced as you, or are some of them not at all?
Still have a few friends with flip phones. There's one girl who refuses to go on the internet, Facebook, cell phone. She just,
Wow.
if you need me, email me. That's the only thing she'll do. She'll email. So I find that very hard because I work with the seniors at the church. I'm the head of the senior group. And
What?
I have to plan all these things for the seniors, going to hymn
Uh-huh.
sing, going to Sight and Sound, whatever it may be. And I can have one group text. That's another technology. I can have one group text where I have all the people on it, but this one person I have to separately do because she only gets email. So it
What do
leaves
you
her out
think
of the loop,
leaves
you
her
know, a lot of
out?
times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is she not doing as much because of that? Like, is she more limited because of that?
Uh, oh, I think she's limited because on
Yeah.
our text group, I mean, if somebody needs prayer, if somebody needs a ride, whatever it may be, she doesn't know. Or if something exciting happens, somebody's grandchild
Yeah.
was born, whatever,
Yeah.
she's not in the loop. She doesn't get any of that, and she at times just says, "Oh, I'm just getting old." She's younger than me, but she says, "I'm getting old,"
Isn't that interesting? It's
and she's
so much of it is
accepting it.
perception. Yeah.
Yeah, and she's accepting the fact that she's getting older. I said, don't think of it as age. Just do what you want to do. As long as you have the help to do it, do it.
That's the thing, isn't it? It's really so much of it is perception and just drive and rebellion too, isn't it?
I think so. Some people, my sister will not go on anything online. No Facebook. She's another email person. That's the second one. She's a year older than me. And she said, "Oh no, I'm not going on Facebook." She won't go. And she still has a flip phone.
And you get so much joy, I think, out of Facebook, so that you see what
Oh
your
yeah.
family's up to. You feel more
Right.
connected.
I see what her
Uh,
family's up to, and she can't see it because
More than
I go
she
back and
does.
I go back and forth with her daughter, my niece, and if I want anything for her to show, I said, show your mother. When she goes over there, show your mother with the picture or whatever it may be.
Are you going to show your sister this podcast when it comes out? I'm curious.
I don't know whether she'd even have the technology or the know-how to find it
Yeah,
because
well,
she's not on the.
you'll have to bring your phone and show it to her. So let me ask you, looking ahead, what are you excited about to keep doing or to learn or to experience? What's in your future goals?
Well, I'm always looking to experience something new and here always find something exciting and fun to do. And all she's got to do is say, "Hey, Mimi, you want to go here?" And I'm ready.
Hey,
Like,
Mimi, let's go zip lining.
yeah, I don't say no. I say, okay, let's try it. So, where are we going to go? When are we going to go there? And things like that. So we'll take our little mini vacations,
Yeah,
And of
yeah,
course, I always
definitely.
have New Hampshire every year. I've been going there for 50 years. It's a 6-hour ride, but I just get in the car and go.
And you drive yourself by yourself?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's
I
great.
drive
That's
myself.
great. I don't know.
I would
I don't know if your family would be comfortable with you doing that if you didn't have your phone and your watch.
Well, they're not really so comfortable with me doing it, but
But it does help to know that we can stay connected to her. You
and
can
track
see her
me.
on the app and see, okay, did she make it? How far is she? How much further does she have to go before she gets there? And it's good because she has those connections and she's able to stay connected with people on her phone, on Facebook, wherever. She has friends up there that she sees every year, she keeps up with. So I know that she has a community up there that's going to help
Yeah.
her and support her. So, God forbid something were to happen, she took a fall, she needed help faster. I mean, obviously she has the ability from her phone to call 911 and get herself some help. But, if it's going to take us a while to get up there to see her to make sure everything's good and she's taken care of, I know that there's people up there that can take care of her. So I think that kind of eases everyone a little bit to know that, like, there's extra lifelines to make sure that she's connected, she has the help she needs, and we know what's going on. So we're always updated.
Right, it's a group of approximately 12 people. I have somebody when I get up there, she'll say, "What time are you going to get here? I'll send my grandsons over to help you unpack." And
Uh-huh.
because it's up and down a long stairway. So I know when I get up there, I'm not going to have to go huffing and puffing upstairs and down. She's the one that, she'll coordinate that. Most of them are from church, so we do a lot of things together. We go out every Monday. We call ourselves GIG, Growing in Grace.
I love that. I love that. Did you know that? That's so wonderful.
Yeah. And it
Well,
is. And they look after each other and they look after me.
I'm going to remember that. Growing in grace. That's
That's
beautiful.
right. Our GIG
Well,
group.
gig group. Have a gig group. Well, Bonnie, I can't thank you enough for joining us today. As I said, you're a true inspiration to me, and hopefully we can get this podcast out there and you can be a true inspiration to other people too. Emily,
Thank you.
thank you also. Yes, yes.
It's
thank
my
you.
pleasure. It's my pleasure.
Growing in grace. I love that. Bye now. Thank you.
Bye.